Hello everyone, welcome back to the Drivers Room. We're in the Sunday League again today. Season 7, we're in round 2 and this is tier 1 and we're at Sardinia Road Track A and we're in the Lamborghini Diablos. So grid walk today on pole we have Smith, starting on the racing softs. Season 6 runner up, missed round 1, immediately makes his statement of intent for season 7, storms onto pole. In second place we have Drsl on the racing softs. Has got the clean sweep last round, fastest lap, pole, win and clean race bonus. He's 6 points clear at the top of the table now because of that performance. And in third place we have Alex on the racing softs. Picked up second place last round but missed out on the clean race bonus, so he's third in the championship on 16 points at the moment. In fourth place we have Bullet on the racing softs, picked up a solid 6th place and the clean race bonus after being promoted from tier 2. Looking to improve again after starting obviously starting from 4th today. In 5th place we have Lorcus on the racing softs. He finished 5th in the last race but missed out on the clean race bonus, sits 1 point behind Bullet in the table. Obviously starting behind him in today's race, that should be interesting. In 6th place we have Gadget on the racing softs, finished on the last step of the podium last race, picked up the clean race bonus as well, so it puts him 2nd in the table on 17 points. In 7th place we have Knee Jogger on the racing softs, finished 8th finished 8th last race, very quick driver in D-Rec, yet to sort of bring that pace to the Sunday League at the moment, so starting from 7th today, we'll see what he can do. In 8th place we have Wilco, picked up the final points paying position last race in 10th, see how he does, starting from 8th today. And in 9th place we have Mangino on the racing mediums, struggled in the F40s last round, got caught out in an incident that weren't his fault, starting from 9th today, finished 9th in that race as well. So yeah. 10th place we have Chris on the racing softs, just missed out on the podium last round. He's got a lot to do, starting from 10th today. And in 11th we have Arden Blue on the racing softs, first appearance in Drsl this year. Another very quick driver starting at the back. So that's our group walk for today, let's get underway. So here we are then, about to get underway at Sardinia. So we're on board with Smith. Looking back through the grid, so Smith on pole straight away on his debut this season. So it looks like Des has had a good start on Smith's right there. Looks like everyone's got away cleanly though. Just coming to the first corner. So Smith retains the lead, Des in 2nd, Alex in 3rd, Bullet 4th, Lucas in 5th, Gadget 6th. Looks like Wilco's moved up a place, so Wilco's had a good start. Knee Jogger down to 8th, Mung in 9th, Chris in 10th, Arden in 11th. Smith just trying to get away early on. I don't think Des is going to let him go anywhere, but he's under pressure from Alex. Alex always a very quick starter. Yeah, tends to get all over the back of whoever's in front of him early on. But tends to suffer from a little bit of tyre wear issues, as it looks like Knee Jogger's got ahead of Wilco. So got his position back, so Knee Jogger back up in the 7th, Wilco down to 8th. We've got Mangino on the racing mediums. Oh, it's a massive crash from Wilco there. Let's have a little look back on board with that. So we jump on board with Wilco here. Knee Jogger's got himself back in front. They come through this winding flat out section. Obviously this car's going to be quite difficult under brakes, and it just looks like the rear snapped out on him. Nearly collects Knee Jogger on the way out, but yes. Shame for Wilco as he drops back down to 11th. Back with the leaders now, Smith. So it looks like he's stretched that gap to Des in 2nd place a little bit. You've got Alex in 3rd, Bullet in 4th, Bullet the Tier 2 champion looking good again. And the Diablos this week. Lucas very close behind in 5th. Gadget in 6th. Nijog up to 7th now, Mungino up to 8th, Chris up to 9th, and Arden up to 10th after Wilco's mistake. Yeah, Smith really starting to he nearly loses it under braking into the first corner. So yeah, this Diablo obviously another car is going to be difficult to stay consistently quick in for 30 minutes, as was the F40 last week. So these older supercars, a lot of power and not a lot of poise. So Wilco's had another incident in the back there, so Smith's dropped back a little bit, so Des getting himself in a position to put him under pressure. Alex following close behind. It looks like Lucas is putting Bullet under a fair bit of pressure. So come through this winding section again. So obviously a very difficult car to slow down. Lucas has dropped back a little bit from Bullet. He's under pressure from Gadget now. As Nijog has a massive moment as well. So yeah, that's going to move people up a few places. Oh, so he couldn't really do much about that. He's still going backwards. Give Wilco a chance to make up the place. But massive incident from Nijog there. Completely losing it and drops right to the back. So fourth battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Looks like you've got a battle for 1st, 2nd and 3rd as Smith's just getting back on top of things again now and trying to get a bit more consistent. So a bit of tyre wear starting to creep in now. So Alex has a little look up the inside of Des into left-hander, so he's still on the slipstream. You've got this next left-hander coming up, and then you've got a long straight as 4th, 5th and 6th. It looks like Bullet's dropped back, so Lucas has got ahead of Bullet, and looks like Gadget has as well, so Gadget just sneaks around the outside. Front end just about sticking, gets the job done, so that's Lucas up into 4th, Gadget in 5th, Bullet down to 6th. Let's have a quick look at the leaders now. So it's coming at the end of that straight. Doesn't look like Alex has got close enough to make a move on Des into that corner. So 1st, 2nd and 3rd retaining their positions. So Alex tends to have a bit more tyre wear than others, especially in cars like this that quite happy going sideways. And I think I've only driven the Diablo once. It was a massive moment from Alex there as well. It was lucky that barrier was there, kind of kept the back end from just kept him in a straight line, no damage, but just obviously needs to get back on it now. So Lucas in 4th looking good, Gadget in 5th, Bullet's dropped back a little bit in 6th. He's got Mungino in 7th, Chris and Arden Blue side by side down the main straight, coming up the first corner. So Chris has got the inside, but Arden had a lot more overspeed, so it's Arden up to 8th, Chris down to 9th, Nijogger recovering in 10th, and Wilco in 11th. So it looks like Lucas has dropped a few places here. Let's take a look back. There's rejoining Lucas coming down the main straight at the end of lap 3, braking into the first corner. He just carried far too much speed into the first corner. Avoids contact with the barriers or anyone else. Gets himself back on the track. Loses 2 places there. It's a shame because he was looking good. Dropping back to 6th. You've got Mungino in 7th. Arden 8th, Chris 9th, Nijog 10th, and Wilco in 11th. Rejoins Smith now, he's like coming under even more pressure from Drsl. Seems to have a little bit better tyre wear. So he has a look round the outside. I think he's going to get the job done here with the sharp left-hander coming up. He's got the inside line, yeah, he gets himself in front. Good move from Des. See how he is on the brakes now. Keeps neat and tidy through here. Yeah, good move. So it's Des up into the lead, the Tier 1 Championship leader at the moment. Started from second, but really taking the race to Smith, so got Alex in third still. First, second and third, probably half a second between them, as you see Gadget going a little bit wide in the background there. Got it in fifth. So knock over the Red Bull. Lucas in sixth. It's Arden up into seventh now, so he gets ahead of Mungino. Mungino looking for that long stint on the racing mediums, I'd imagine. Chris in 9th, and he's still down in 10th, and Wilco in 11th. So it looks like Des is stretching that lead as well, so Des has got himself in front and immediately pulled a bit of a gap to Smith. And Smith's coming under pressure from Alex. Gadget maintaining that gap to Bullet in 5th place. Lucas a bit further back in 6th, recovering after that first corner turn 1 incident on lap 4. Arden at the 7th, and Mungino on there. Looks like Mungino's going to get the job done on Arden. He's got a lot more speed, and is that Chris? Looks like he's got through as well, so Arden losing a couple of places there, and a little touch on the barrier for good measure. And Mungino back up in the 7th. Although he's on the racing mediums, you've got Chris behind on the racing softs, got better tyre wear. So racing mediums not looking like a great choice of race tyre today. So come through this difficult left-hander. Arden's putting Chris under pressure again. And that is Des pitting from the lead, so that's going to promote Smith back up into first place, and Alex following closely behind in second. Gadget's up in the third now, tyre wear looking good as usual. Bullet up into fourth, Lucas into fifth. Mungino just slipping through into sixth there, as we see Des just coming out of the pits. Chris getting ahead as well, obviously carrying a lot more speed at the end of that straight. He's got knee jogger. Lou just coming out of the pits now. Quite a few people pitting before the 10-minute mark, on for 2 stoppers today. So pretty sure Smith and probably Alex will be in at the end of this stint as well. So I think everyone, barring maybe Mungino if he carries on the mediums, but we'll see. Everyone looks set for a 2-stopper today. So Bullet's still half a second behind Gadget. Lucas has dropped back a little bit off of those two, just losing out on the slipstream a little, not getting the slipstream Bullet anymore. Mungino is 6, still holding Chris off, and that is Drsl moving himself back up. So after his pit stop, he needs to get on with it and gets a clean overtake done on Chris, moves himself back up to 7th. And not far for the rejoin Smith, see where he is on track. So, yep, he dives into the pits, and Alex goes round again. Let's see what Alex can do in clean air. So Gadget going round again as well, so Gadget up in the second, good first stint again from Gadget. Lucas up in the third, got a bit of recovering to do after that mistake, but tyre wear looking okay, so looking quite strong. So Mungino and Des now, so Desler's moved himself up into 4th. And that looks like Smith rejoining the track in 7th. So Des does enough to done enough on his outlap to stay ahead of Smith. Smith rejoining the 7th, Bullet in 8th now after his pit stop. Harden 9th, Nijog 10th, and Wilco 11th. To rejoin Alex now. He's really worn tyres. 147.1 last time around. 146.5 from Gadget, a 147 from Luricus. We'll see what sort of time Drsl sets now, as he's going to be probably the quickest man on track. He's already holding the fastest lap. He's in clear air now. Looking really good again today, Drsl. Mungino in 5th now, still pushing on those racing mediums. Chris still pushing on in the racing softs. Smith down in 7th, needs to start getting a move on. He's lost a lot of ground to Drsl after that first round of pit stops. Bullet in 8th, Harden 9th, Nijog 10th, Wilco 11th. So this is Alex, and he's going to go through again. So Alex is pushing for the, I'd say pushing for the 15-minute mark at a one-stopper. So you've got Gadget diving into the pits. Luricus goes again also, so maybe also looking for that one-stopper today. As Drsl comes through now. So the only 2 people ahead of Drsl now are Alex and Luricus, who have both not stopped. Mungino not stopped yet either. He moves himself up into 4th as Smith comes through to 5th now. Needs to get some quick lap times in. He's got Bullet in 6th, Harden in 7th, Gadget rejoins the track in 8th. Got Chris in the pits from 9th, Nijog just coming through. Nijog up to the 9th. Is that maybe a retirement from Chris? There's a great camera shot there down the main straight. So a beautiful liveried Diablo there from Wilco. So moves himself up into 10th. To rejoin Alex. Fuel critical now. He's stayed out pretty much as long as he can. It's a shame we've lost Chris, because he was also on a good long first stint, but Alex came around the final couple of corners now. Just shy of the 15-minute mark, so fuel-wise you're going to have to fuel save quite a bit to get a one-stopper done today by the looks of it. So Luricus hasn't stopped yet. Still looking quite good with the fuel as he goes again. So he's holding Drsl up a little bit here, but this isn't a blue flag situation, as Luricus just pulls to the right. No point really defending too hard. So Luricus on a good first stint here needs to get some just consistent lap times in. Drsl obviously one of the fastest men on track at the moment on fresher tyres. Retakes the lead, so Drsl back in first place, Luricus in 2nd. Hopefully benefit from a bit of slipstream from Drsl in first. Getting round to his pit stops. We've got Smith in 3rd place now. Mungino still carrying on the racing mediums, 4th place, looking alright. 5th place Bullet. So under a little bit of pressure from Arden Blue now. So, Gadget under pressure from Alex as well. Must have missed a pit stop from Alex, so he rejoins in 8th place. So I'm at the 15-minute mark. It's just over the halfway point of this race. Nijog in 9th, Wilco in 10th, Chris retired in 11th. Just rejoin the leader, just coming through this section. A very difficult braking zone. Not that far behind Drsl, so Lucas still carrying pretty good pace considering the tyre wear. You've got Smith in third. You can see Drsl in the distance. Smith actually going purple last time around, so see if we can close that gap up and take the race to Drsl, as we've got Lucas diving into the pits finally from third place. 1% of fuel left, and Mungino the same, 4%. Bullet coming through now to take third place. Arden Blue jumping in the pits as well. We've got Alex up into fourth now and Gadget up into fifth. We'll see where Lucas rejoins this action. We've got Knee Jogger just coming around the second to last corner. Lucas fielding up to the max, racing softs again, and should be looking to go to the end now from 6th place, so a little bit down the road from Gadget. We'll see how that pans out, because probably I'd say just fuel alone Gadget's going to need to pit again. Most of these guys are going to need to pit again, so a couple of different strategies playing out today. We've got Des stretching his legs out in front. I think he's pulled a little bit of a gap to 45.1 last time around from Des, and a 45 flat from Smith. Smith a little bit quicker at this stage of the race. Both guys will be pitting again. Obviously it depends whether they feed out into traffic or not. Could play a big part in how the final positions pan out. Stuttering. Bullet looking good in third place again today. Another strong performance from the Tier 2 champion, as he just goes a little wide and clips a barrier when he gets a commentator's curse. He's got Alex in fourth. Gadget quite close behind in fifth. And Lucas on sixth, just looking to put that consistent smooth times in, get them tyres to the end. So Mungino's come out on the racing mediums again, so he obviously felt comfortable on the mediums. Got Arden in 8th, Nijo in 9th, and Wilco in 10th. Des running really wide there, just scraping the barrier. 45.3 last time around from Des, and 44.8 from Smith. So Smith's definitely a lot quicker at this stage of the race. And yeah, I know I personally have a bad habit of watching the deltas on the left hand side, and you start seeing the guy behind you catch you bit by bit, sector by sector. It does put a little bit of pressure on, and maybe Des just noticing that lap delta go down a little bit. I'll see what lap time he sets at the end of this lap. He's looking critical on fuel. He might well pit this lap. Oh, and he runs really deep into that corner, so he's going to lose. Probably lost a second in that corner alone. That was quite a costly error. Just come through the last right hander, we'll see, and yeah, it looks like Des is diving into the pits. I'd say Smith will go again. No, he takes a pit as well. Looking better on the fuel though, so Bullet will probably go through again and take the provisional lead of this race. We'll just keep an eye on things there, see where the guys pan out, and yeah, it's a Bullet up in the first, Alex into second, Gadget in the third, as the guy's just coming out of the pit now. Drsl comes back out of the pits in front of Alex, in front of Smith, sorry. Smith in fifth, takes on a little bit more fuel. Oh yeah, it should be interesting. Neither of these guys will be looking to pit again. So you've got Lucas in sixth. Arden 7th, Mungino in 8th, Wilco in the pits now from 9th, and Knee Jogger in 10th. Of course, you've got Alex putting the leader Bullet under pressure. It's all over the back of him on fresher tyres. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. They both do really well to slow down there, no contact. So yeah, you know, Alex has got a lot more pace than Bullet at the moment. Gadget in third now, yet to pit. Drsl looking to get ahead of Smith as he has a look up the inside of Gadget. Oh, it's a massive, it's a bit of a moment. I don't quite know what happened there, but Drsl moves himself up in the third. Gadget gets bullied down to fourth. We've got Bullet jumping into the pitch from second place, so he's going to drop down the field. Alex goes round again. So yeah, Drsl in third, Gadget going round again. You got Smith in fourth, Lucas moving up to fifth now. Bullet will be coming out of the pits any second. Just ahead of Arden Blue, who just doesn't slow down enough. Gives Bullet a little tap into the first corner. It's Mangino in seventh, and I think Arden Blue's had a rage quit, so he drops out of the race. Promotes knee jog up into 8th, all coming to 9th. Yeah, Chris is a full retirement in 10th, so Alex in first place now. A little bit out of sync with the pit stops. I'm presuming he has to pit again. That tyre wear is obviously going to come into play, but there is only 7 minutes of this race left, so he's in a bit of a position now, because he's definitely going to come out behind Drsl. Gadget's going to have to pit again because of fuel, but he's definitely going to come out behind Drsl and Smith if Alex pits again. See, Gadget's got to take on a little bit of fuel on this next pit stop, so it's interesting to see where he feeds back out into things. As it looks like Smith's just getting by him now. So yeah, Smith up into third, and very, very close to Drs now. No tyre wear. Hopefully these two are going to go flat out until the end now. They'll just come through the final right-hander onto the main straight. So yeah, Gadget just dives into the pits from 4th place. Lucas up into 5th now. Thought he was jumping in the pits, so Lucas going round up into 4th. Just that tyre wear he's got to stay on top of, but say Lucas is one of the only one-stoppers today. I think he's definitely making it work so far. He's got Bullet in 5th, so yeah, Gadget has to take quite a bit of fuel on there. Finds himself behind Mangino on the other one-stop of this race, on the racing mediums. And Gadget rejoining in 7th, and Lee Jogger in 8th, Wilco in 9th. So we rejoin the leader. So rejoin the leader, yeah, he's a little bit away from. We'll just see if he joins, see if he jumps in the pits next lap, but we'll stay with Drsl and Smith at the moment. This fight for what is second and third at the moment. See a bit of brake, a bit of tyre smoke from Drs under braking. Smith putting them under a lot of pressure now. These two guys are the absolute front runners of the Tier 1 Championship at the moment. Catching Alex at quite a bit. I've got Alex doing so he's going round again, 1:45.6 last 2 laps, 1:45.9 that time around. So he's still got plenty of pace, but 1:44.2, 1:44 flat and purple from Smith that time around, so losing a second in that lap, Alex. So it'll be interesting. Make his tyres hang on till the end, just under 5 minutes left of the race now, so it's definitely got to be thinking about stretching that out. So, Drsl in second, still just doing enough to keep Smith at bay. Lucas in 4th, Great race from Lucas so far. Got a bullet in 5th. Looks like Gadget's moved up to 6th. Let's take a little look back. Gadget just out at the pits on the fresh racing softs, coming up to Mungino through the fast final right-hander. Mungino running really wide there, so just smooths out to the right. So Mung's on the defensive line, but only so much you can do. So he's got to get them mediums to the end, as Gadget can now go flat out. Yeah, so Gadget up to 6th. Mungino down to 7th, Knee Jobber in 8th, Wilco in 9th. Rejoin Alex now, so still doing enough. These two guys are going to start fighting as well, so they're not going to be as quick, not as quick as they could be. Pole and fastest lap so far. I don't think that fastest lap time will be beaten now, so he's got the points for that. See what else he can do, because Alex still just doing enough. So 140, so 146 flat practically. These two guys touching 145s now, so Alex only losing a second that last lap. Absolutely doing enough to win this race now. Fuel's looking good, tyres are looking bad, but managing the pace well on warm tyres. Drsl still just big slide around that corner. He's going to lose a little bit of time. So he did seem to have pulled a little bit of a gap to Smith again. This could be Smith putting him under pressure. Two guys, the closest on track at the moment, I think. We'll go through the grid in a minute. Just coming to the 28-minute mark. Smith getting closer again. Really late on the brakes, closes that gap right up to Drsl again. He's got to be thinking about making a move. Tyre wear very, very similar. Drsl just hanged it wide around that corner. So they come up to Smith. Has got the inside of this next left-hander. He gets the job done. Drsl just hits the wall as well, but yeah, Smith moves himself up in a second. Great move there. Just kept the momentum going and got the inside line of that left. They come through the final right-hander. So see Smith can do from second now in a bit of clear air. See if he can put a bit of pressure on Alex, as this could be the very last lap. Yeah, I believe this will be the last lap. So we'll have a quick run through the grid. We've got Alex in first, Smith in second, Drsl in third, Lucas in fourth, Bullet in fifth, Gadget in 6th, Mungino in 7th, Knee Jobber in 8th, Wilco in 9th, and Chris has rejoined in 10th. I think he's a lap down on Wilco now though. So yeah, quite a bit of field spread. So this looks like where the battle's going to be until the end of the race. And, looks like Drzl's closing the gap to Smith again. Alex still just a little bit in the distance now, so 15 seconds left of the allotted half an hour time. This will definitely be the last lap. Alex has put in a really, really good second stint, and I think he's just surprised everybody with that. With the length of his stint, he's just retained track position, done well, but couple of corners to go. This is the final sharp left-hander. Just needs a tidy tidy last corner, and I think he's done enough. So excellent performance from Alex today. Through the final right hand bend, he steps the back end out. Yeah, good job Alex, takes the win. He's got Smith in second place, closely followed by Des in third. That's our podium positions. You got Lucas in fourth. He's had a great race. One stop, kept himself to himself, and yeah, good result from Lucas just outside the podiums. Bullet in fifth, another good result from Bullet. Quick driver, obviously freshly promoted from tier 2. Gadget in sixth, probably not one of his best results, but yeah, still good points nonetheless. Mangino in seventh, bit of a quiet race, and Knee Jogger eighth, and Wilco in ninth. But yeah, that was round 2 of the Drivers' Room Sunday League, Tier 1. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.